Hi everyone, welcome to April's Tech Talk. Finally, we seem to be finished with winter, hopefully, and I'm ready for spring. So this month we will focus in on 4 areas. Okay, let's get started. 4 areas that I want to talk about this month are self-installs using the Case software, screencasting, a web-based screencasting tool is called Screenomatic, which is pretty cool. I'm going to share that site with you. Khan Academy is a great resource to be able to share with your students. And finally, class tools. There's a lot of neat little applications that you can use within your class. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is the ability for you to be able to install certain programs onto your machine without admin rights. And in the past Tech Talk, I talked about the self-install folder, which is located on the Y drive, the staff share. Please do not forget about that. If you have no clue about that, you can go back and watch the video on the self-install folder, or just contact me and I can show you this one-on-one. But this is a great place where when you go to a website and it tells you that you need Adobe Flash upgrade, go into the Y drive self-install folder and run the updates. Just a little reminder, the biggest issue with this though is if you get a pop-up down here in the lower right hand toolbar saying that you need to upgrade Flash. Do you want to upgrade Flash? If you try to upgrade that way, it's going to end up crashing Flash, and therefore this will no longer work, and then you need to contact one of the tech guys or myself, and we will have to go in and try to fix it, as an admin. We'll be able to fix the Flash player. But for the most part, when you get to a site telling you that you need an upgrade, this is a great place where you can go for that upgrade. In addition to the self-install folder, we have another method for you to be able to upgrade certain programs, and that is using the Case software. And if you go to my website, again, I'm not sure you don't want to go to my website, but on my website, I do have a video, 3-minute video that explains this Case software and how you can use this software to upgrade your Active Inspire software, or if you're at the junior high, your Notebook 10 software, so you can keep updated with the latest version without having to have administrator rights. So if you watch this little video and you go to this Case V1000 site from school, it has to be from school, you'll be able to install the latest version of Notebook 10 or the Active Inspire software. And eventually we'll see other programs here for teachers to be able to install on their own. So you may want to give this a try. If you have any issues, please contact me. But the thing that you have to keep in mind is it has to be done here at school to be able to install programs via this Case software. Okay, next thing I want to talk about is screencasting. Currently, I'm using a program called Camtasia, which is a relatively expensive program to be able to capture what I'm doing on my computer. But within the Active Inspire software, you do have a recorder. So if you go into more tools, you're going to have the ability to be able to record your screen. And you can say, why would I want to do that? You can actually start recording some of your lessons, and then you can post them on your website, for students that are absent. The Notebook 10 software also has their own recorder. But then the thing is, once you record it, you may have to use another program to be able to edit the recordings. So in addition to the recorders on the Notebook 10 and the Active Inspire software, I want to share a site called Screencast-O-Matic, which is a web-based screencasting tool. And I'll do a demonstration below this video. You will see a quick little demo of a video that I did using Screen-O-Matic. What's nice about Screen-O-Matic is there's a free version that allows you to record up to 15 minutes, but even the paid version, I was able to spring for the paid version, $9. So that was one little lunch for me. So I was able to buy the pro version, and that gives me the ability to record up to 60 minutes. It allows you to edit right there on through the web. It's real easy to edit your screencast, to be able to zoom in, to be able to add annotations, to be able to highlight certain areas. So give it a try. Watch the video that's underneath this one that quickly explains Screen-O-Matic. But I think it's a great way for you to be able to post some of your lessons online. And again, have your students, maybe mention this site to your students. They may want to do a project at home that utilizes this screencasting program. So give it a try. Okay, I want to give you an example of what can be done with screen capturing tools. If you've never heard of Khan Academy, this is a site that you definitely want to share with your students, regardless of what subject you teach. Khan Academy has thousands of videos for students to be able to watch. In addition to the videos, there are areas where they can do practice activities. It's great for math, but it does apply to some other subjects. Take a look at all the different videos that they have from this site. Now, running my Camtasia program and being on this site, I'm not able to scroll to show you all the different videos and all the different categories, but if you have the time, check out Khan Academy and just look at all the different resources that they have from this site. And the amazing thing is this site is totally free. They have great content that I'm sure would benefit your students. So it may be content that you can use as an introduction to a lesson or a supplement to your lesson. So take a look at all these different videos, and it gives you an idea of what can be done with a screencasting tool. Either, like I said, Screen-O-Matic, Camtasia, the recorders that are found within Notebook 10, or the Active Inspire software. But I think it's real important to be able to have these types of videos that students can pause, rewind, and be able to watch over and over again. So again, share this site with your students. Again, it's a little difficult for me to be able to show this site while running my Camtasia. My computer just can't handle this website while recording this website. So, but give it a try. Look at the content, and like I said, pass this on. If nothing else, pass it on to your students that they may be able to benefit from this. Okay, and finally, last thing I want to show you is a website called classtools.net. Let me quickly just give you an example of what you can do with this site. You're going to find game templates. You'll find templates to be able to generate a class list. So, for example, if I go into here, using one of the tools, I was able to copy and paste a list of names. And you can do this with your students, and you'll be able to save this list and then click a button. It will randomly select a name, and that name you can use this to be able to call on students for review games, whatever. Most likely you want to turn off the sound, but again, that's just one example of the types of things that you can do with this free site. So we have arcade games that you can create. There's that random name picker. It's real easy to use. You just select a template and you can add your content, and then once that content's added, you'll be able to save it. You can even embed it on your website, some of the review games. So it's pretty easy. And again, if you need help with that, if you don't understand how to take HTML code and add it to your school wires, please, that's where you can call on myself or Scott, and we can help you with that. But on my website, I do have an example of what I did where I took the code for a game and I was able to paste it and apply it to my school wires. So again, nothing else, give it a try. A great way to be able to Again, call on students at random, if nothing else. But there's a lot of other neat little activities that you can do. And the most important part, no sign up required. There's no passwords. It's real easy to use. And the best part of all, totally free. Okay? So that's classtools.net. If you have any questions, please contact myself or Scott.